My family, what I'm about to tell you will penetrate your heart, will reach deep down into your emotions for you to understand clearly exactly just what Harry and Meghan went through while they were senior members of the royal family. What they went through was more cruel than we thought. I have always said and maintained there were things that Meghan did not say in the Oprah interview. Meghan and Prince Harry were much, much kinder in the royal family. I've always said that, and Meghan's Spotify podcast Archetypes proves it, my family. My family, this is the story. Baby Archie almost lost his life. Yes, my family. And I'm not talking about Meghan wanting to take her own life after undergoing abuse or racism in the UK. I'm talking about an actual event that happened while Prince Harry and Meghan were in the South African tour. My family, on Archetypes podcast, Meghan has revealed this. Meghan reveals she had to continue African tour despite a fire breaking out in baby Archie's room. Now, on the debut episode of our Archetypes podcast, the Duchess of Sussex said son Archie was supposed to be sleeping when a heater in the nursery caught on fire. My family, who left this heater in Archie's nursery open? My family, only a cruel person would do such a thing. Now, Meghan has opened up about this terrifying experience during her royal tour of South Africa. Now, on the debut episode of our podcast Archetypes released today, Meghan sat down with longtime friend and tennis champion Serena Williams for a personal talk about ambition, motherhood. While speaking about their roles as mothers, Meghan revealed that during a visit to South Africa with Prince Harry in 2019, a fire broke out in the nursery where their son Archie Harrison was supposed to be sleeping, was staying, my family. Do you understand why members of the royal family don't want Archie to be called a prince? Do you get it? Now we understand even more and more exactly what Prince Harry and Meghan went through. My family. Now, as I continue, this is what Meghan said, and I quote, "When we went on our tour to South Africa, we landed with Archie." Meghan began saying, Archie was 4.5 months old? And the moment we landed, we had to drop him off at this housing unit that they had us staying in. Meghan said that they had us staying in. And who, did all of that? Planned where Harry, Meghan, and even baby Archie would be staying. The royal family, the farm planned out all of this. They planned exactly where Archie would sleep, where Meghan and Prince Harry will be staying during their tour to South Africa. They made all of those arrangements, and that's why Meghan is saying this. And the moment we landed, listen to her very, very clearly. And the moment we landed, we had to drop him off at this housing unit that they, the royal family, had us staying in. Now, Meghan did not mention the royal family. I want to say that. She said that they had us staying in. So who made all of these plans? It's just basic common sense in which all of us can simply use. The royal family were the ones making these arrangements for the royal tour. They were the ones who planned exactly where Harry would stay, exactly where Meghan would sleep, exactly where Archie would sleep, and in a room where Archie was staying. In that room, a fire broke out. My God. Prince Harry and Meghan truly went through much more worse than we could have ever imagined. And that's why I've kept on saying this. Prince Harry and Meghan were kind in that Oprah interview. There is much that they have not revealed. And now we are hearing this now. The baby Archie in a room that he was supposed to sleep in during Harry and Meghan's trip to South Africa, planned by the royal family. The royal family made arrangements where Harry, Meghan, Archie would be staying, where Archie would be sleeping. And in that room, a fire broke out. Do you understand why the royal family has been very clear that Archie will not be called a prince? Do you understand perfectly well why Meghan said this while pleading with the royal family, the farm, for Prince Harry to keep his security, that I know you don't care about me or Archie? Do you understand those words now? Those words are echoing, are becoming much, much more clear now more than ever. Meghan's words are becoming much clearer more than ever. Now, Meghan continued by saying this. Allow me to continue. He was going to get ready to go down for his nap. We immediately went to an official engagement in this township called Nyanga. And there was this moment where I'm standing on a tree stump and I'm giving this speech to women and girls. And we finished this engagement. We get in the car and they say, there's been a fire at the residence, Meghan and Harry. What? There's been a fire in the baby's room. What? That's what Harry and Meghan said when they were told that there's been a fire in the baby's room. What? Surprised parents who learned that the room where their son was supposed to be staying had a fire. Imagine the pain, the emotions that were going through Meghan and Prince Harry's mind about what might have happened to their son Archie. Just a few months old son, my family. Imagine the pain that they had to go through, they had to experience being told that there was a fire in baby Archie's room. While the royal family had made plans where Archie would stay, where he would sleep. Now, Meghan said this, they raced back to the residence and their amazing nanny, Lauren, was in a flood of tears after the horrifying incident. So imagine you run to a residence, you see your nanny, someone who's taking care of your son, the nanny, crying. What emotions come to your mind as a mother? You feel worried, you feel hurt about what the next words that might come from the nanny's lips. Could something bad have happened to Archie? My family. Those were exactly what Harry and Meghan must have thought. What the royal family did to Harry and Meghan was truly even worse than we ever imagined. To target a child in this manner. No wonder they never cared when they were bullying a pregnant woman to the point of wanting to take her own life. No wonder they didn't care. They didn't care at all, one bit. They were very cruel, and yet you have them trying to emotionally blackmail Harry and Meghan. Oh, Harry and Meghan, the Queen is 96 years old. Why don't you just bring Archie and Libertana to see the Queen? Always trying to emotionally blackmail Prince Harry and Meghan time and time again. Enough is enough. And I say this, enough is enough with all of those blackmails. Because we are learning more and more things about just how cruel the royal family, the farm, has been to Prince Harry and Meghan for quite a long time. And even to the point that Archie almost lost his life. Let me continue with what has been said by Meghan. Meghan said this. She was supposed to put Archie down for his nap. Meghan said of the amazing nanny, Lauren. And she just said, you know what? Let me just go get a snack downstairs. And she was from Zimbabwe. And we loved that she would always tie him on her back with a mud cloth. And her instinct was like, let me just bring him with me before I put him down. In that amount of time, that she went downstairs. The heater in the nursery caught on fire. There was no smoke detector. You're the royal family. You're the royal family. You must have anticipated any and all threats towards Prince Harry and Meghan. You know of the threats. And yet you can't anticipate over a situation whereby a fire might break down by just putting smoke detectors on baby Archie's room. The royal family did not do that. They did not do that. There was no smoke detector on baby Archie's room. The royal family, when planning where Harry and Meghan would be staying, where Archie would sleep, they put Archie in a room whereby there was no smoke detector. My family, I'm not a person who will start standing here and spreading conspiracy theories. But let me just ask you one question. What do you think about what is currently being revealed by Meghan? The royal family, Meghan has gone on record to say that, hey, look, I know you don't care about me. I know you don't care about Archie, but please let my husband keep his security. The royal family said no. Meghan, a woman pregnant with her first child, baby Archie, was bullied to the point of wanting to take her own life. And the royal family, when Meghan wanted help, what did they say? They say, listen, Meghan, we know what you're going through. But guess what? You can't check into a mental institution because it will look bad on us. Okay? It will look so bad. That's what the royal family told Meghan. And now, the royal family, after baby Archie was born, because all their plots at bullying a pregnant woman to want to take her own life did not succeed, Meghan did not go through with it. And since it did not succeed, guess what? They put Archie in a room with no smoke detector. And in the same room, the heater was left open. But thank goodness that Nanny Lauren, who was supposed to put Archie down for his nap, said this. Listen to Meghan's word. You know what? Let me just go get a snack downstairs. That's what Lauren told Meghan about what happened. About the scenes that happened in that day, that Archie's room had developed, a fire. There was a fire that broke out in Archie's room. Nanny Lauren said this. You know what? Let me just go get a snack downstairs. And she was from Zimbabwe. And Meghan and Prince Harry loved that she would always tie Archie with him on her back with a mud cloth. And her instinct, the nanny's instinct, Lauren, was that, let me just bring him with me before I put him down. Her instincts was clearly what saved baby Archie's life, my family. Lauren's instincts was what saved baby Archie's life that day. My God, my family, tell me what you think about this, because really, this is a lot to take in. What Harry and Meghan went through is even more worse than we even imagined. Now, Meghan said that Archie was supposed to be sleeping in there. And Meghan said everyone was in tears and shaken by the incident, but they had to leave for another scheduled engagement. I was like, can you just tell people what had happened? And so much, I think optically, the focus ends up being on how it looks instead of how it feels. She said, Meghan repeating exactly what she said. Meghan repeats what she said. She said what she said. Remember what Meghan said in the past, my family. Meghan said this about, her mental health. She went to the royal family. And they said, Meghan, you can't check into a mental institution because it will look bad on us. And now, Archie's room, a fire breaks out in Archie's room. The royal family says this, listen, don't speak about it. We can't tell people what had happened here. And Meghan says this, the focus ends up on being being on how it looks instead of how it feels, she said. Meghan's words, how it looks instead of how it feels. The royal family, as I've always told you, what they care about is how they look in front of the public. Their biggest weakness is just one: the fear of the public turning on them, negative press that might bring down the monarchy. That is their biggest fear, of the public turning on them. Negative press is what they hate the most. Looking bad in the eyes of the public is what they fear the most, as I've always told you, my family. And Meghan is telling you as well. The focus ends up being on how it looks instead of how it feels, Meghan said. And part of the humanizing and the breaking through of these labels and these archetypes and these boxes that we are put into is having some understandings on the human moments behind the scenes that people might not have any awareness of, and to give each other a break, because we had to leave our baby. She continued, and even though we were being moved to another place afterwards, we still had to leave him and go do another official engagement. The royal family wanted Harry and Meghan to leave Archie to do their engagements so they don't look bad. The royal family don't look bad. They care about optics, how they look in front of the public. And I said it yesterday, before even Meghan's, Archies podcast even came out. The royal family cares about optics, how they look in front of the public. They don't want the public to turn on them. They don't want negative press. They hate that. They don't want that one bit. And to see and hear from Meghan directly what she has been through, it's quite painful. Quite painful. I won't lie to you. It's painful. As a fan, to hear her words, to hear that they might have even lost Archie during the South African tour. It's painful to hear. It's painful to hear. Now, Serena replied by saying this: I couldn't have done that. I would have said, Meghan then said on the podcast in a voiceover, these human moments behind the scenes, the ones under the surface, they're everything. Because when we don't swim in the shallow end and instead choose to dive into the deep end, that's when we gain a more nuanced understanding of each other. And during the visit to South Africa, Meghan spoke about the impact that negative tabloid coverage had taken on her for the documentary Harry, Meghan, An African Journey. Any woman, especially when pregnant, you are really vulnerable. And so that was really made challenging. And then when you have a newborn, and especially as a woman, it's a lot, she said. So you add this on top of just trying to be a new mom or trying to be a newlywed. It's, I guess. Also, thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay, but it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scene. My family, Archie is now 3 years old. And my family, what Meghan had just said, even proves to the rest of us exactly why Harry and Meghan had no choice but to leave. This proves why they had to leave even more, my family. And I'm sorry to baby Archie for what she experienced as a young child. He almost lost his life because the cruelty of the royal family, because the royal family, the farm, can't control or hide the racism towards Meghan, Archie, or little bit Diana. As I said, racism is based on cruelty. It's about hating someone based on the color of their skin. They're biracial, black or brown. And in doing that, you hate someone to the point of wanting to take their own life. That's what happened to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. And that's exactly what almost happened to baby Archie. It's sad that I have to say it, but there are things which just have to be said, my family. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Libedana. we are even learning more of how cruel the royal family were and even continue to be to Prince Harry and Meghan, with the constant harassment, negative press, and the constant need to try and use Harry and Meghan as scapegoats. And yet, they trash Harry when he's desperately looking for security, when he's in court right now fighting to ensure the safety of his wife and children, to pay for his wife, himself, his kids' safety while they're in the UK. And you have some individuals mocking him for it. This proves even more why Prince Harry and Meghan need security. This shows exactly the plot the royal family had on baby Archie. Clearly, they did not want baby Archie to be born. It's very, very clear with how they treated Meghan while pregnant. And by doing this, by booking a room whereby there aren't even smoke detectors where a baby sleeps in, and in that same room, a fire breaks out. My family, I'm not one for conspiracy theories. You make your own conclusions for your own self. Derive your own conclusions. Not from me. Just think about it. Think about it. What were the royal family planning? Think about Meghan's words about what the royal family truly cares about. Optics, how they look. Not how Meghan or Prince Harry feel. Not that Meghan and Prince Harry were about to lose their son. Why didn't they want the public to know that a fire broke out in baby Archie's room? Why did they want to be put for that to be a secret? Because just hear what Meghan says. Hear this, my family. That Meghan wanted for it to be revealed to the public. He wanted people to know what happened. So like this, and I quote Meghan's words. I quote Meghan's words. I was like, can you just tell people what happened? Meghan wanted people to know, but the royal family said no. Why did the royal family say no? When the son of the future King of England almost lost his son, why did the royal family not want the public to know what had happened? My family, make your own conclusions and tell me what you think in the comment section. I want to hear from you. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Diana, and Doria, we always support you, always and forever. And we are sorry for everything you have had to experience in the royal family. May God bless your freedom. May you continue thriving and be happy. May God bless all of you so much. And with that and so much more, all plots from the royal family against Harry, Meghan, Archie, Diana are doomed to failure. Any evil plots against Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Diana are doomed to failure from the royal family and the tabloids. And all these, deranged individuals that believe what they're told by the tabloids and incite hate against Harry and Meghan. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Diana, and Doria Ragland. My family, stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. God bless you all, and may God bless and protect Prince Harry's beautiful family, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, Diana, Prince Harry, and Doria. Love you always and forever. May God bless all of you as well. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.